Okay, for our entire digital lives, there's been this one single piece of technology guarding everything we do online. And honestly, it's not very good at its job. But its time is finally up. Today, we're talking about the death of the password. Let's just be honest with each other for a second. We all hate them. There is probably no bigger, more universal frustration in our modern lives than just dealing with passwords. It's a technology we all put up with, but literally nobody likes using it. Ah, this screen. It's the digital version of stubbing your toe in the middle of the night. We've all been there, right? You type in what you are positive is the right password, you hit enter, and nope, denied. It's so infuriating, and it happens because we're all trying to follow a set of completely impossible rules. I mean, just look at this. The rules don't even make sense together. We're told to make every password super complex and totally unique for every single website. But oh yeah, don't you dare write them down. You just have to, remember dozens of random 16-character strings of gibberish forever? It's an impossible task for any human brain. And because we can't follow those insane rules, what do? We cheat. Of course we do. We use password 123 or our dog's name, and we use it on like 10 different sites. And you know who loves that? Hackers. It makes passwords the front door to our lives that they can just kick right down. So what if we could just get rid of that front door entirely? What if we could just seal it up for good? Well, that is the promise of a passwordless future. And this isn't just some small update, you guys. This is a fundamental change in how we prove who we are online. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. The old way has always relied on something you know, that secret word, the password. The new way, well, it relies on something you have, like your phone, combined with something you are, like your unique fingerprint or your face. It's a shift from relying on our faulty memory to relying on physical things we actually possess. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hang on a second. I use my face to log into my bank account all the time. Isn't that what you're talking about? Isn't that passwordless? And that's a great question, but the answer is not quite. You see, for most apps right now, your face is just a convenient shortcut. It's like a key that unlocks a little password vault on your phone. And what's inside that vault? The same old password. That password still exists on the bank's servers, which means if they get hacked, your password can still get stolen. It's really just a convenient mask on an old problem. And this, right here, is the game changer. True passwordless means that shared secret, the password, is gone. It's completely eliminated. There is no password for you to remember, and more importantly, there's no password stored on a company's server for a hacker to go and steal. So how does this magic trick actually work? Well, it's all thanks to a new standard that all the big tech companies have agreed on, and it's built on a technology called a passkey. Okay, don't let the fancy names scare you. At its heart, a passkey uses a really clever, well-tested idea. When you sign up for a new service, your phone or your computer generates a unique, mathematically linked pair of keys. One for you, one for them. The easiest way to think about it is like a lock and a key. The public key is the lock. Your device sends that lock over to the website. They can put it on their front door. It's totally public. But the private key, well, that's the only key in the world that can open that lock, and it stays securely on your device. It never ever leaves. So when you go to log in, it works like this. First, the website sends a unique little puzzle or a challenge to your phone. Then you scan your face or finger to prove it's you. That tells your phone it's okay to use its secret private key to solve the puzzle. It sends the solution back to the website, they check it with their public lock, and boom, you're in. It's instant. And I really want to hammer this point home because it's the most important part of this whole thing. The private key never leaves your device. A hacker could break into Google's biggest servers, and all they'd find are millions of public locks. The key to your account isn't there to be stolen. It's safe, right there with you. This is so much bigger than just making logins easier. This is about taking away the #1 weapon that hackers have been using against us for decades. This is the big one, right? We all get those scammy emails and texts trying to trick us into entering our password on a fake website. That's called phishing, and it's how most accounts get hacked. So how do passkeys stop that? Well, you know how hackers create these fake sites that look exactly like the real thing? Maybe they just change one little letter, like replacing the O's in Google with zeros. To our eyes, that's a really easy mistake to make. But to a computer, those two addresses are completely different worlds. And here is the beautiful part. Your passkey is cryptographically tied to the real web address, google.com. So if you get tricked and you land on the fake site, your browser knows the address doesn't match. It won't even give you the option to use your passkey. The key literally does not fit in the imposter's lock. It makes phishing as we know it basically impossible. And the best part about all of this? This is not some futuristic sci-fi tech. This is here, it's ready, you can start using it today. Seriously, this isn't some little experiment. We're talking about the biggest names in the game. Google, Apple, Microsoft, PayPal, eBay. The list is getting longer every single day. They are all pushing this out to their users right now. So here is the one thing I want you to take away from this. The next time you're signing in and you see a pop-up that says create a passkey, don't just ignore it. Say yes, click the button. Because every single time you create one, you're making your digital life that much safer. It's also way faster than fumbling around typing a password, and best of all, you are one step closer to never ever having to see that forgot password link again. Look, the full transition is going to take a few years, but make no mistake, the era of the password is over. The future of logging in is here, and it's faster, it's safer, and it's just so much less annoying. So the only real question left is, are you ready for it?